rich magnets! Today I'm going to show you my magnet collection as part of my new semi-regular series, Kelsi's Kollectables, with a K, just like my name, Kelsi. So hope you guys enjoy. I'll be showing you different collectibles as time goes on. Like I've got old 90s memorabilia, I've got wrestling collectibles, but today it's magnets. Welcome back to Kelsi's Kollectables. Last time I showed you one of my magnet panels. I went through all of the magnets. You can find that on my YouTube channel in the upload section. Here is the panel I showed you last time. And this time, I'm going to show you a different panel and go through each magnet. I've got lots of magnets, but, each one is special in its own way. And some things that aren't even magnets, but I've made into a magnet. So here we go. I really love, there's this thing called the Nick Box. It's basically a mystery crate I get every month. And I took one of the tags off one of the items because I love this old Nickelodeon looking splat bubble. And I made it into a magnet. See, I stuck this, it's got an adhesive on it. It's a magnet strip. I have a whole roll of this, so I cut off, and one side's sticky. You cut off a little strip, you peel it off, and you put it on whatever you want to make into a magnet. So I did that with that. And the funny thing is this board started off as my least favorite, and it's actually one of my favorites now. I kind of thought it was too random at first, but I really like the way this one's come together. As you can see up here, got a little Macaulay Culkin with his little toy BB gun from Home Alone. I've got a lot of Home Alone buttons that I made into magnets. And again, these are buttons I took the backs off, and I get a little thing, I guess I purchased a whole bunch of mini magnets, and so all you have to do is, once you take the back off the button, you stick the magnet on, and there you go. This is an awesome one of Worf from Star Trek TNG, and Worf is one of my favorite TNG characters. Him, Data, and Picard, I think, are my three favorite characters in the whole show. Just Worf always says some funny stuff. Captain, I must protest. I am not a merry man. I've got tons of Breaking Bads. In fact, I think maybe I've got the most Breaking Bad magnet/buttons out of everything. This one says, tread lightly. Of course, Walter White says that when he's talking about he is the danger. He is the one who knocks. But also he talks about it later, maybe you should tread lightly, when he was talking to his brother-in-law, Hank, when he found him out. If you don't know who I am, maybe you should tread lightly. Here's an awesome Star Wars magnet, and it's basically just the basic design you see on the original poster from A New Hope. Very standard. You see this on a lot of posters of Star Wars. And this one I'm really, really excited about. This came from the Nick Box. It is Log from Blammo. And of course, this little commercial played in Ren and Stimpy. So these I didn't make into magnets. They came with my Nick Box subscription. So here's one. Here's another. It came with a whole bunch of pieces. And here's the actual log, and you could put different hats on it. So I just happen to have this hat. You can put different hats and different actually outfits with this log. But I thought it was so cool, and obviously it is a tribute to Ren and Stimpy from the 90s. So then we've got Harry Potter, which I have a ton of as well. Have You Seen This Wizard? Really love that. Then we've got Inspector Gadget, old school here. I haven't watched that in years, so I just really liked that show growing up. Even though I don't really recall a lot of specific episodes, the button looked cool. And this is really special, so I used other buttons and magnets to hold up my Okada buck that I got at All In when Okada went against Marty Scurll. And I gotta give props, one of my favorite photographers, James Musselwhite, he was taking photos at All In, and he grabbed me a buck and brought it to me, so I'll always be thankful for that. So I had to put it on this board, because this is pretty special here. Alright, and then we've got, of course, Slimer from Ghostbusters. Pretty ridiculous. I love Slimer, and I love Ghostbusters in general. It's one of my favorite movies. I got slimed! I've got a few little pun type of cute, funny button/magnets. This one's a little taco, and it says, every now and then I fall apart. And he's a sad face and big eyes. I like him. He's cute. Anxiety intensifies, since I'm always anxious all the time. I thought I might put that on there. Here's a Nashville magnet from when we visited Nashville. And I gotta say, my thoughts are with the people of Nashville. They just had terrible tornadoes go through there. So hopefully everyone there is going strong and recovering, and that really sucks. I hope they rebuild soon and just thoughts are with them for sure. But I really enjoyed visiting there, and I thought this was a cool magnet. I really liked how it had, the stars on this magnet, and it had the colors. So that's why I bought it. I've got actually a few of Nashville, so I'm sure I'll go through more later. Here's a really, really cool It magnet, and you can see it's the SS Georgie boat, where Georgie is chasing this at the beginning of the movie, and he essentially gets sucked down the gutter/sewer after it goes in there, and he sees Pennywise under there. So I like how it's got the evil It font right next to it. Then we've got Zero from A Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that movie, and I think Zero is the cutest. I used to have Zero slippers, but I had a hamster once, and he chewed them up, so I had to throw them away. So I think the next best thing is a button. Nobody can chew up a button, especially when it's high up on my wall. So I think it's a lot safer to have something representing Zero that's not slippers. Because I don't have a hamster now, but I do have a dog. And he has chewed my shoes once or twice, but not in a long time. Here's an awesome Doug Funny magnet, and I really like that because I love the 90s show Doug, and I'm talking about Nickelodeon Doug, of course, not Disney Doug. I really didn't like it when it moved to Disney, and I think I'm not the only one who feels that way. So I've got a lot of Pinky and the Brain stuff, and here's Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. I know Brain's somewhere. I don't know if he's on this board. We'll see in a minute. But I think I might have separated them. Because I've got one where they're on the same button together, but I also have one of each. So then we've got Toad from Mario Kart, because I used to play with him in Mario Kart a lot. I used to play as him. And he's just so cute. And sometimes he's fast because he's so light. Like a corgi, this is a corgi corn, like a unicorn, but a corgi. And again, I just have some like little wordplay, cute magnets that really mean nothing. They're not like from pop culture per se, but I just think it's cute. And of course, there's cute little Bob, I think that's Bob, from the Minions movie. He's so cute. Some of the Minions are ugh, but this one's cute. I like him. I think he's the cutest. Then I've got a great Bill Nye magnet. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill, 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 Bill. Winnie the Pooh, I really think he's super cute. And then I've got my Disney villains magnet. You could see some of the villains on there. Jafar, the witch from Snow White, Maleficent. Then you've got Captain Hook and Ursula. Lots of cool villains there. Then we've got, of course, I'm really happy to have Bob Ross represented on my magnet board because he's just so chill. And watching his paintings and videos really just chills me out. Then we've got bitch. I can't do it right, but you heard it in the beginning of this video. He even says, yeah, bitch magnets in an actual episode. This is Jesse's tagline, the famous line he always says over and over again throughout the series. And that's what this is from. Then I've got a Brock Lesnar that I got from a wrestling mystery crate. A Pusheen being lifted up by some balloons. Here's something I just bought. Yoda Best. Like Yoda Best, but it's Yoda. Cute! It's like Baby Yoda. Kind of. It's just a drawing, though. But yeah, it's like a random stone someone made on Etsy that they made into a magnet. Then we've got a Charlotte, North Carolina magnet, because I went there recently. And this one's cool. It's also from a Nick box. I have so much Nick box stuff. As you can see, it says Nick box exclusive. And it's Are You for the Dark? And these are actually supposed to be bookmarks. And you can open them up and use them as bookmarks. This one's a villain, as is this one. But I made them into magnets. And as you can see, it opens up like this. But I decided I'm just going to put it on my board. I'm not going to use it in a book or anything. These are actually like the least magnetic thing I have, so I gotta always make sure they don't fall over. Here's a Rhode Island magnet, because I also went there. Memphis, as you can see, there's some cool areas around Memphis that I've visited on that magnet. And here we go. Here's some more. I wish every day was Halloween. It's a cute little ghosty saying that, and I actually do believe in that mentality. I wish every day was Halloween, but it's not. Here's another Yoda-themed magnet. Do or do not. There is no try. This one's really cool, old school Universal Monsters, black and white, as you can see right there. Then I've got Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Kiss the Girl, like the song. Oh, and here's Brain, so I do have them on the same board. We showed you Pinky earlier, there's Brain. And this one I really like a lot. It's a sticker, actually, that I made into a magnet that came from a wrestling crate. Braun! And you can see he's yelling as if he's yelling Braun. And as you can see right here, I put it on a poster board, cut it out, and put magnet strips on it. Similar to the Nick box thing I showed you, you can make anything into a magnet, essentially. Almost anything. Then we've got a Hufflepuff magnet there. You can't really see the crust too much, but there you go. There you go, Hufflepuff. There's another Pusheen and a pumpkin for Halloween. I really like that one a lot. Then I've got a ton of Stranger Things buttons and magnets. Here's one. I can really say that I have probably the most Breaking Bad, Stranger Things, and I mean there's some other miscellaneous things I've got a lot of, but I think right now it might be Stranger Things and Breaking Bad. And Harry Potter. Because as you can see, there's another Stranger Things right here. Here's Elle, dressed in her cool, funky clothes. I like those. But yeah, back to this one. You can see that the upside down's kind of reaching for the kids on the right side up. Then we've got the two mice from Cinderella. That's Gus, and he's ridiculous in the movie. I'll have to review Cinderella one day, the Disney movie, because Gus is so absurd, but so cute. And here's Cherry. The glare's kind of in the way, but here you go. You can see it good here. Cherry from Pee-wee's Playhouse, not Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the movie. Everyone loves that movie. I do too, but I actually like the TV show much better. And I love everything in the Playhouse. There's a lot of cool characters, but there's a lot of cool like artwork and furniture. And this is kind of a character and a piece of furniture. So Cherry the chair. This is a beer bottle cap. I can't remember what this beer is, but as you can see, I just took it off the beer, made it into a magnet. Pretty easy. One husky boy. It's a husky with some glasses on, and it's boy, B-O-I. It's just dumb. I just wanted it. I don't know why. Here's a really neat Boston magnet. All kinds of different things you'd find in Boston. Sam Adams. And the cool thing about this magnet is it's double-sided. Boston. The Bruins just won. Pretty excited about that. They just won against the Lightning over the weekend. They've got to play them again, though, so we'll see. Oh... Here is a great magnet from Mel's Drive-In. That's, of course, in California. And I got a shake there, and we got some food there. Pretty darn good, gotta say. And cool inside, so I enjoyed visiting there. UMass, because we went there for a game. And I thought it would be cool to just add it to my magnet collection, since we did go there to attend a game. As I said, Expecto Patronum. Of course, Harry Potter again. Like I said, I have a ton of Harry Potter. And then the Cavern Club. This is in Liverpool, and I actually went to the Cavern Club, and it was pretty darn cool, I gotta tell you. The experience of being there, knowing that the Beatles were there, and they were playing Beatle music in there. There was a live band. It was really fun. Paul and I had a great time visiting. It was definitely a special experience. And we went to a couple of places in Liverpool, including we went on a Beatles tour. And finally, these last two, I've got Jurassic Park, which I have a couple from Jurassic Park on my different boards. This one's kind of it's not the classic logo where you see like just the one dinosaur. It's got like leaves and green, and this reminds me of the second movie more, but yeah, it's the same logo essentially as the first, but just different with leaves and stuff around it. Then we've got I Love Providence. Well, it's really Sun Providence, I guess, but whatever. Same thing, same idea. I really like this. I got it when I visited Providence, obviously. And finally, this isn't really a magnet, but it's a sticker that I had when I was doing media for AEW, one of their pay-per-views. So I said, okay, I want to keep this and make it into a magnet. And of course, my little adhesive strip just came off, but that can be stuck back on pretty easily. See? It goes right back on. Oh, I forgot this one. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I've got a couple of that too. Lots of Nickelodeon ones in general. But as you can see, this one, the glare always gets in the way, even without a camera. But I like it anyway. I know what it says. Oh, I also forgot this one. I'm sorry, guys. A Gryffindor. Because you might be saying, why do you have Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, especially right next to each other? Why do you represent both? Which house are you? Technically, I am a Hufflepuff, but I have been sorted before as a Gryffindor. I don't know. I keep taking tests. I believe I'm a Hufflepuff, but sometimes it keeps giving me Gryffindor. I'm like, that isn't right. I don't think I meet the criteria in terms of the personality traits. I think I'm more of a Hufflepuff. But I don't know, whatever, the stupid quizzes. That's why I kind of, whenever I can, I represent both, whatever, because I have been classified as both. So I believe, let me take a look, I think that's all of them, and I'll show you one last wide shot of the board. There you go. As you can see, I really like this board. It started off as my least favorite because it was just, I was like, I don't have any kind of pattern that I want to do this in, but it really came together, I think, and I just think they're all spaced out pretty well, and I really love the Blammo, the log stuff. I think that's kind of cool. Like I said, I just got that in a Nick box, and I hadn't put it up, and I was like, I gotta put that on there somewhere. And I think it came out pretty darn good. Thanks, guys, for joining me for Kelsi's Collectables. Till next time, we'll go through more magnets. Appreciate you guys. Bye.